Hello, I'm Isabel. I'm one of the two co-founders of ADIEU. The other one is Benjamin, my husband. So we know each other since many years. We met when we were teenagers, like 13 years old. And it's important for me to say that because all the philosophy of ADIEU is around all the shoes we could wear when we were teenagers, like cheap creepers we were buying from London or Dr. Martens shoes. So Benjamin was like a very chic little punk and very disappointed most of the time by the quality of these cheap creepers. And so when, like 20 years ago, he was doing handmade creepers in Paris, like you can even see in this picture that we have for ADIEU. So these were very shoes he was doing all handmade himself. At the same time, I was working in fashion houses, like I was Albert Elba's personal assistant at Yves Saint Laurent. And after all this background, we got together, we decided to launch our own brand, so ADIEU, and we launched it for the season Fall-Winter 12. And the main purpose of ADIEU is to establish and redesign the popular shoes we were wearing when we were teenagers, like making them more mature, making them very high quality, sharp design. And this you can see like in our classic ADIEU range. These were the first shoes we designed for the first ADIEU collection. So we put it here, all the bases of the brand. Like for instance, you have the Type 1. So Type 1 is the first shoe we designed. So it's really the basic derby, but with the creep sole, but of course a little less chunky, more elegant than creep sole used to be. And from Type 1 we did, for instance, the loafer, like Type 5, and little boots. And so these now are all our classic shoes. What is very important in our brand is that we really design everything. Our soles are very specific. It's a signature of the brand. So it's made with natural rubber, and inside you have a microcellular foam that makes really a feeling of sneakers, which makes the ADIEU shoes very modern, and people liking it a lot because people are now so used to wear sneakers, but they are happy to find like more formal shoes with a sneaker feeling. So that's a very important point. So all our soles are specific design from us and specifically manufactured for us. And all our shoes are manufactured in Portugal with the same manufacturer since we launched the brand. It's a real partner. He does everything like as perfect as can be. We use beautiful leather from France or Spain or Italy. And so this is the first identity of ADIEU. And then every season, of course, these stay as classic, but we design a more seasonal collection, always in the same spirit. So here you are backstage of ADIEU, that's the showroom. Normally only professional buyers come here, so here we go. So here we have a very quick look because this collection is for the next summer season, and you will discover it at Rendez-Vous next season. And we will go downstairs to our ADIEU Paris store, and then we can discover together the fall-winter collection that is now at Rendez-Vous, that you can find a large range of our collection in Rendez-Vous store now. So let's come downstairs. It's mini stairs for mini store. So full of box of shoes. So here is the ADIEU store. So we designed the store ourselves. So we wanted to make it look a bit not as a store, but as if you would be in a very bourgeois kind of apartment in Paris, a bit like sorry, I'm just mistaken, but it's kind of bourgeois atmosphere with the crystal lights and all the antique kind of furniture. But it's very dark, and there is this kind of wallpaper that looks like an inside house garden, but it's not. So we like to keep it a bit mysterious like that. And then here you have one side for men's shoes and one side for women's shoes, because I forgot to tell you, but ADIEU is a unisex brand. So all the styles, they exist for men and for women. And so here you can find again our classic permanent styles. We also have a range of sneakers that we also develop in the same spirit than ADIEU. So we created the sole in a kind of vintage kind of look, and we kept the creep effect in the design of the sole to remind of the ADIEU background. So you have some very basic style in black and white, and every season we play on color range for the sneakers. In this season we also have a collaboration with a very famous brand in France. The brand is called Kicker, so it exists since the 70s. It was famous for like picnic kind of shoes for picnic people, and for their 50th anniversary they asked us to redesign. So we were based from their original design, but we created this very chunky and very new sole for them to give like something much more modern to their actual design. So we have the derby like this, we have the kind of low boot, and we also have a loafer like that. And so that's a very special collaboration for this season. And so from this side you have the men collection, and most of it you will find at Rendez-Vous. Like for instance, you can have this kind of very simple kind of derby, but they really have something special that makes it like more modern than like usual classic shoes. So you have this kind of thing. You can have this kind of shoes with buckles. We also play around loafers like that. The creep is like with kind of vintage kind of technique of working on the leather, but very contemporary look. So this we also have. This is kind of the hit of the season. This Chelsea boot, like very simple design, but very sharp, and people are really going into this kind of boot this season. It's a collaboration with a brand called ADIEU Studio in France. So we design for them specific item. So here, sometimes we play also with this kind of very soft suede quality. So this. And here, the other side, you can find other colors and things. We have this very strange design of with gaiter shoes, so you can wear it as a boot, or you can take off the gaiter and wear it as a derby. So most of all these designs you'll find at Rendez-Vous. So we are very happy. It's the first time we'll have our shoes in Moscow, so that's really great, and I wish you'll all enjoy and now discover ADIEU. Thank you.